Hello, friend. Welcome to Marine Engineering Hub. This is your narrator Ravi Gupta. Today is the part 3 of the IMO structure. In today's video, we'll learn about the Facilitation Committee, Legal Committee, and Technical Cooperation Committee. In our upcoming video, we will talk about the subcommittee of the MSc and MEPC, which we have covered in the last video. So, if you haven't watched the last two video, please find the detailed in the description box. In the last two video, we have talked about the assembly and council and their function, and the MSc and MEPC their function. So please watch that two video before watching this, so that you should have a clear concept. So let's start the today video about the these three committee: legal committee, technical cooperation committee, and the facilitation committee. So a quick synopsis: as you can see, the IMO structure is the consisting of assembly, which is the highest governing body. After that, the council, which is the executive organ, followed by MSc, MEPC, facilitation, legal, and technical cooperation committee. So there are 5 committee which supervise the work of the IMO organization. So today we'll talk about the legal committee of the IMO. The short form is that LEG. Okay, so legal committee. Why this legal committee form? So basically, the legal committee formed because of the accident of the Toyo Cannon. The Toyo Cannon disaster led to the formation of this legal committee. So the legal committee, what does this legal committee do? So legal committee deals with the legal matter which is falling within the scope of the organization. So the first thing is that what is the function of legal committee? The function of legal committee is to deal with the legal matter which falls within the scope of the organization. What is the scope of the organization with the legal matter? We will see in the next slide. So it came into the picture after the Toyo Cannon incident in 1967 to provide legal assistance to the IMO organizations, and it deals with the legal matter. Okay, and also empower to perform any duties within its scope which may be assigned by or under any other international instrument accepted by the organization. It means that if IMO have accepted any international instrument which consisting of legal matter, they may give the work to the legal committee to oversee it. Okay, now the short form of the legal committee is LEG. Okay, sometimes in the examination they say what is LEG, so you should know they're talking about the legal committee. So the leg of the IMO deals with the legal matter within the IMO. This include liability and compensation issue related to the operation of ship. Okay, so any liability and compensation issue related to the operation of ship, including damage, pollution, passenger claim, and wreck removal, all comes under the legal committee. Means any liability and compensation related to the wreck removal, damage, pollution, and passenger claim comes under legal committee. So that is the scope of the legal committee. The second, the committee also addresses seafarer matters. What matters? Including the fair treatment of the seafarer. Matlab, it means that they deals with the seafarer treatment, how the seafarer are treated on board. They also deals with the unlawful activity which such as contraband or these activities. They also monitor and they also deal with it. Okay, so unlawful activity at sea or which can affect the safety of navigation. So that is the scope of the leg. So if anybody asks you what is the scope of the leg, so you should say it deals with the liability and compensation related to the passenger claim, pollution, damage, wreck removal. It also deals with the treatment of the seafarer, fair treatment of seafarer, and unlawful activity at the sea. So total 5 things. Okay, so these are the importance of the leg. Now we move to the technical cooperation committee of the IMO. Okay, so the technical cooperation committee, the word itself, see here, say technical cooperation committee. It means it provide technical cooperation, okay, to the other member state. Means IMO is helping the other member in relation to the technical matters. So the technical cooperation committee is required any matter within the scope of the organization with the implementation of the technical cooperation project for which the organization act as an executive cooperating agency, or any matter related to the organization activity. So let me tell you a story. So basically, this technical cooperation committee, why it formed, why it came into the action. So it came into 1969 as a subsidiary body, and it was institutionalized in 1984. So what happened, that they are managed it, like suppose USA, UK, France, the China, means these are the states which have a good infrastructure, okay, but they are managed state in African countries or in third world countries which require may assistance. It means they have a flag, they have a flag of, suppose they have a different flag, but they don't have that manpower, they don't have that number of surveyor, or that don't have that number of evaluator. So what they are seeking by the technical cooperation committee, the developed country like UK, France, USA, they are providing training to that non developed country or third world country, so that they should have also the same number of surveyor, qualified surveyor, evaluator, so that their flag can also carry out a survey with the international standard. So that is the function of technical cooperation committee. It means that the technical cooperation committee is helping up in building the infrastructure, helping in building up the technical competency of the flag, so that they can carry out all the survey according to international standard, and they can provide a safe navigation. So therefore this technical cooperation committee come into the pictures. I hope it is clear. So now we come to the third committee, is called FAL committee. Okay, this is a facilitation committee. Okay, it is, as you can see, the word say enhancing the free flow of a trade by ship. So the facilitation committee is established as a subsidiary body in 1972, and it is fully institutionalized in 2008. Okay, so basically why this FAL committee comes into the picture. So before reading this, let you give me a answer. Now suppose this is a ship. Okay, now this ship is trading worldwide. Okay, now when this ship is trading worldwide, suppose the ship went to China, after that it went to the UAE, and after that it went to the Spain, and then went to the USA. So each of the individual country have their own paperwork. So whenever a ship is going to a particular port, they have that amount of paperwork they have to finish before getting a port entry permit. After that, coming out, they again have to fill out the paperwork. Again, they suppose now going to UAE, they have separate paperwork. Again going to Spain, they have separate paperwork. Again going to USA, separate paperwork. So each of the country having separate paperwork, if you are going to fill it up, it is going to take a lot of amount of time and a lot of amount of information. So this FAL committee is been formed. The FAL committee, what they have done, they have came up with a solution. They have made a standard set of declaration which need to make by this ship. Means whenever a ship is entering a port of wherever, whichever country, China, Spain, USA, UK, France, India, whatever, wherever they are entering, there are a set of declaration which need to be made in every country, and this declaration consists maximum information that need to be by the each country. So each country require what amount of information, most of the information is covered in this declaration. So by covering that in declaration and making it a standard set of declaration, the amount of paperwork for each and every country is reduced, and therefore they are enhancing the free flow trade of a ship. Okay, now let's see. So what they are saying, it consists of all member states of the organization deal with the IMO work in eliminating the unnecessary formalities and red tape in the international shipping. So what is the unnecessary formalities? Unnecessary formalities means that I've said the amount of paperwork each country have is different, and therefore they have made an standard set of declaration so that it can be applicable for all country, and therefore reducing the time. So the eliminating the unnecessary formality, and by doing so they are enhancing the flow. So by doing so, what they are doing, facilitation of the international maritime traffic, means the international maritime traffic is reduced by reducing the unnecessary formality. So the main work of the FAL committee is to strike a right balance between the maritime security and facilitation of international maritime trade. So as you know, Why? Means why whenever you visit any port, why they require an amount of information? They are require an amount of information about their own country security, for own safety, and therefore, so what they have done, by making a set of declaration which is applicable for most of the country, they are reducing the time period or for filling up the form, and therefore enhancing the traffic flow. They are therefore reducing the unnecessary formality. So that's how this fall committee comes into picture. So this fall committee, what this fall committee do, this fall committee review every year all the paperwork, and if they found that these things are unnecessary, they will eliminate, and if they find that these things to be required, they will add. Example, now they have come up with the e-certificate. Means now earlier the certificate need to be presented verbally, but now the earlier certificate need to be presented physically, but now what they have done, they have made the e-certificate. If you have e-certificate, you don't need to present the physically, so it will reduce the time period. Now they are coming with the single window. Means in one window you submit all the form before entering a country, and it will be distributed to the respective body accordingly. So this way they're coming with the, every time they're coming with the ideas, and they're implementing it so that they can reduce the time period. So that is the main work of a fall committee. So my friend, I think in this video today you have learned what is a facilitation committee, what is a technical cooperation committee, what is the leg of a legislation committee of the IMO. In my upcoming video, I will talk about the subcommittee of the IMO. Okay, the subcommittee of the IMO such as these. Okay, we'll talk about this subcommittee. In the upcoming video, we'll talk about 3: HTW, III, NCR, and then other 3. So like that we will finish the subcommittee, because these are subcommittee questions are also asked in the MU class 1 exam and MU class 2 exam. So if you like the video, please do subscribe, please do share, and my request is to you, please share with your friend, and please do subscribe. And you know that there this type of channel are very less, so please encourage us so that we will continue to make this type of video. Thank you.